Hey, Greatness here. Throughout history, people have built many amazing structures. Some of the most famous ones include the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, Stonehenge in England, the Colosseum in Rome, and the Great Wall of China. But one of the most important types of structures from ancient times were the walls built around cities. These walls were built all over the world, including in Africa. One of the most remarkable walls in Africa was the Wall of Benin Kingdom. The walls of Benin are found in southern Nigeria today. They were an incredible feat of architecture and history. The walls were built over hundreds of years, starting around 800 AD and continuing until the mid-1400s, during the peak of the Benin Empire. The wall building began under the reign of the Oba Ogwola in 1280 AD, who was the king at that time, but the primary expansion occurred under Oba Eware the Great in the mid-15th century, who is credited with solidifying and expanding the walls after a period of unrest and civil wars. The walls were made from a mix of earth and sand, and they were reinforced with moats. They were not only used to protect the city, but also served as a boundary for important ceremonies. The building of the Benin walls involved digging up a lot of earth to make deep trenches. The soil they dug up was used to create tall, strong walls. These walls are considered one of the largest man-made structures of their time because of how long and big they were. The walls and moats stretched for over 16,000 kilometers, which is about 10,000 miles. In fact, they were even longer than the Great Wall of China. The height of the walls could reach 18 meters, which is nearly as tall as a 6-story building. The walls were built in rings, making layers of earthworks around the kingdom, and were designed to protect the Benin kingdom from invaders, including other tribes and, later on, European traders. The walls also helped the Oba, the king, control who could come into the city. Everyone who wanted to trade had to pass through gates watched by the Oba's men, so they could collect taxes and tributes. The walls also divided the city by class. The most powerful people lived close to the Oba's palace, while others lived farther away. Benin Kingdom was rich and attracted many traders to its gates, but sadly, this amazing wall was destroyed in 1897. The destruction of the Benin walls happened mainly because of the British punitive expedition of 1897. The British attacked the Benin Kingdom after a conflict over trade and the killing of some British officials. During this invasion, British forces looted and burned Benin City, destroying a lot of its buildings, including big parts of the wall. They also took cultural treasures, like the famous Benin bronzes, and sent them to museums in Europe. The wall was mostly destroyed as revenge. Earlier, in 1897, a British group was attacked and killed in Benin, so the British sent their army to destroy the kingdom and change its political system. After the wall was destroyed, Benin came under British colonial rule, and the kingdom's defenses were erased to make way for colonial control. Here are some interesting facts about the Wall of Benin. According to Guinness World Records, the Benin walls were once the largest earthworks made before modern machines. Some researchers say that building the whole wall system took about 150 million hours of labor. The walls were not just for protection. Many gates leading into the city were connected to different gods or spirits, and special rituals were held there. The walls of Benin stand as a powerful example of the engineering skill and organizational strength of the Benin Kingdom. They represent both a great achievement in human history and a symbol of the kingdom's power and influence,